If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic.
I didn't pay too much mind to it until later on TikTok. I see people bringing more attention.
The culture wars are far from over, right?
The camera kind of slowly makes its way up over the course of her body and her talking in a very soft delivery, very sexy.
Personality and even eye color.
The steamy campaign causing quite the debate.
My jeans are blue.
You all are. Sydney Sweeney looks damn good. Keep on hating. Congratulations, Sydney.
Saying, I'm not going to tell you to buy the jeans that I'm wearing, but I am going to tell you that I have great jeans.
And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
Jeans ad for American Eagle
is at best ignorant and at worst literally promoting eugenics.
All I think they wanted was to get people to start talking about American Eagle again.
That all the online social justice girls are like, it's racist. There's no such thing as good genes. Right.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color.
What happens when a rising Hollywood star's latest ad campaign doesn't just promote a product, but instead unleashes a massive storm of outrage and debate across social media platforms? Sydney Sweeney, who has captured the attention of millions with her powerful performances in hit shows like Euphoria and The White Lotus, suddenly found herself at the center of a controversy that caught everyone off guard. The digital ad she starred in quickly became much more than just a commercial. It sparked fierce discussions with fans and critics sharply divided. Some saw the campaign as bold and innovative, while others felt it crossed a line and sent a message that was tone-deaf or insensitive. The backlash was swift and overwhelming, flooding Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with opinions ranging from disappointment to outright condemnation, and memes that spread like wildfire just when it seemed the story couldn't get any bigger. Dr. Phil, the veteran TV psychologist, known for his candid and insightful commentary, stepped forward to share his unexpected take. His comments sent shockwaves through the internet, reigniting interest and adding a serious new layer to the unfolding drama. Suddenly, the conversation moved beyond just the ad to deeper questions about fame, public pressure, and mental health. In the spotlight, today we're going to dive deep into the full story behind Sydney Sweeney's controversial ad drama. Why Dr. Phil's voice matters now more than ever, and what this could mean for Sydney's future, and for how we talk about celebrities and their struggles in the digital age. Sydney Sweeney's recent digital ad campaign wasn't just another typical endorsement. It quickly became the center of a storm that shocked fans and industry insiders alike. The campaign featured bold, striking visuals paired with messaging that immediately caught people's attention, but also divided opinions sharply. On one side were viewers who saw the ad as daring and innovative, applauding Sydney for taking risks and pushing creative boundaries. On the other hand, many fans and critics felt the campaign crossed an unspoken line, describing it as tone-deaf or even insensitive. Given Sydney's carefully cultivated image as a talented young actress with strong fan support, many were caught completely off guard. The big question swirling online was whether Sydney herself fully endorsed the ad's message, or if she was simply a face for a marketing strategy that spiraled out of control. As the backlash grew louder and faster, social media platforms flooded with heated debates and sharply polarized views. Fans questioned Sydney's judgment and wondered how this campaign would impact her reputation, while supporters rushed to defend her, arguing that she was being unfairly targeted for something beyond her control. This wasn't just about an ad anymore. It became a complex conversation about celebrity responsibility, brand messaging, and the power of public perception. But even as these discussions raged, the controversy was only beginning to reveal just how complicated and intense the fallout could get. This campaign was about to open a much bigger chapter in Sydney Sweeney's story, one that went far beyond advertising and into the heart of fame, mental health, and public scrutiny. The campos to mini internet around the fam. The response to Sydney Sweeney's ad was swift and overwhelming, turning a simple marketing campaign into a viral sensation fueled by fierce public debate. Almost immediately after the ad dropped, social media platforms exploded with reactions from all sides. Some users slammed the campaign as tone-deaf and out of touch with today's sensitive social climate, while others praised it as bold and creatively daring. The controversy didn't just stay in comment sections. It spread rapidly through memes, viral videos, and heated discussions that dominated trending topics. Fans who once admired Sydney's work began openly questioning her choices and intentions, while passionate defenders argued she was unfairly caught in the crossfire of a bigger marketing gamble. The clash between supporters and critics pushed the controversy far beyond the ad itself. It became a cultural moment, reflecting wider conversations about celebrity influence, marketing ethics, and the limits of creative expression. In the middle of this online frenzy, the story caught the attention of a surprising figure who was about to shift the conversation in an unexpected direction. Dr. Phil's reaction to Sydney Sweeney's controversial ad caught many people completely off guard. Known for his straightforward and no-nonsense style when addressing difficult issues, Dr. Phil didn't simply jump into the usual celebrity gossip or take a side. Instead, he approached the situation from a deeper psychological perspective, drawing attention to the emotional strain that sudden fame and harsh public scrutiny can place on young stars like Sydney. His comments focused on how relentless online backlash and public pressure can seriously impact mental health, especially for someone navigating the intense spotlight for the first time. Rather than just discussing the content of the ad, Dr. Phil shifted the conversation to the human experience behind the headlines, reminding viewers that there are real people who often suffer silently under the weight of criticism. His thoughtful insights brought much-needed nuance to a story that had been dominated by outrage and divided opinions. This wasn't just a marketing controversy anymore, but a wake-up call about the mental toll fame can take in the age of social media. Dr. Phil's perspective made it clear that understanding the psychological effects behind public drama is crucial, especially when judging young celebrities still finding their way in a complex and unforgiving industry. His voice added a layer of compassion and urgency that sparked new conversations about celebrity well-being, mental health stigma, and the power of empathy in the court of public opinion. Dr. Phil's thoughtful and candid comments didn't just ripple quietly through social media. They fundamentally shifted the entire way people were perceiving Sydney Sweeney's ad controversy. Before his intervention, the public conversation was almost entirely focused on the content of the ad itself, and debates over whether it was appropriate, offensive, or misguided. But once Dr. Phil stepped in and spoke out with his experienced perspective, the narrative took a dramatic turn. The discussion moved away from simply critiquing a marketing campaign to a deeper examination of the immense pressures Sydney might be facing behind the scenes. As a young star navigating sudden fame, Dr. Phil's insights opened the door for a much-needed conversation about the emotional and mental toll that comes with public scrutiny, especially when public opinion turns harsh, relentless, and unforgiving. His comments sparked widespread dialogue across social media and news outlets, prompting many to reconsider how quickly they judge celebrities caught in controversy. The media quickly seized on Dr. Phil's viewpoint, elevating the story beyond entertainment gossip and giving it a more thoughtful, compassionate angle. What started as a viral uproar over a digital ad became a larger conversation about mental health, public scrutiny, and the intense challenges faced by young celebrities in today's digital era. This shift helped audiences see Sydney not just as a figure caught in scandal, but as a real person dealing with the complex realities of stardom, the heavy weight of expectations, and the loneliness that can come with life in the spotlight. Dr. Phil's involvement was a turning point that reminded everyone to look beyond the headlines and remember the human behind the controversy. Behind the scenes of Sydney Sweeney's controversial ad, whispers and rumors began swirling about just how much she knew or approved of the campaign's content. Some insiders suggested Sydney might have been caught off guard by the way the campaign was executed, hinting that she wasn't fully prepared for the backlash that followed. Others, however, claimed she was fully on board, but severely underestimated the public's reaction and the intense scrutiny that would come with it.
Beyond the public eye chatter grew about possible repercussions ranging from strained relationships with brands to potential damage to Sydney's carefully crafted image. Industry insiders and talent managers started watching closely, wondering if this controversy could impact her upcoming projects, endorsements, or even future casting decisions. The full story remains unclear, and official statements have been sparse. But one thing is certain, this drama isn't fading anytime soon. As Sydney navigates this storm, questions about accountability, responsibility, and the consequences of blending celebrity with bold marketing continue to swirl behind the scenes. Sydney Sweeney's controversial ad drama began as what many saw as a marketing misstep, but quickly escalated into something far bigger, raising important questions about fame, public pressure, and the fragile line. Celebrities must walk in today's hyper-connected world. With Dr. Phil stepping in to spotlight the mental toll behind the headlines, this story reminds us that there is often much more beneath the surface than what meets the eye. The backlash Sydney faced was about more than just a single campaign. It highlighted the intense scrutiny celebrities endure and the emotional weight of living in the public eye. Especially for young stars like Sydney, the pressure to maintain a perfect image while managing personal challenges is overwhelming. The drama surrounding this ad has opened up a wider conversation about how fame affects mental health, how public opinion can swing wildly, and the need for more compassion and understanding in how we judge public figures. In the end, what happens next for Sydney remains to be seen. Will the backlash fade away? Or will this be the start of a larger ongoing conversation about celebrity culture, mental health, and accountability? One thing is clear, this drama is far from over, and the eyes of the public and media will be watching closely every step of the way. As the dust begins to settle on Sydney Sweeney's controversial ad drama, one of the biggest questions lingering is how she will navigate the intense fallout, and what this means for her career going forward. Celebrities often face pivotal moments like these, where the way they respond can either open new doors or create lasting setbacks. For Sydney, the stakes are especially high because this controversy touches on not just her public image, but also the delicate balance between creative freedom and public expectation. The choices she makes in her next moves, whether through public statements, interviews, or the kinds of projects she decides to pursue, will be watched closely by fans, industry insiders, and critics alike. Beyond just damage control, this is an opportunity for Sydney to redefine her narrative and show resilience in the face of adversity. At the same time, the involvement of high-profile voices like Dr. Phil underscores how these stories have grown more complicated, blending entertainment news with important conversations about mental health, public pressure, and the human cost of fame. This drama highlights how celebrity culture is evolving and how much responsibility comes with being in the spotlight. For now, all eyes remain fixed on Sydney as she confronts these challenges head-on. The coming weeks and months will be crucial in shaping her future and may well influence how similar situations are handled across the industry. This story is far from finished and promises to spark ongoing discussions about accountability, compassion, and the realities behind the glitz and glamour of fame.